Lab 100, the phone conversation activity. What we're going to do now is a phone conversation activity. This is a great little activity that you can give to your students to practice real-time communications. What we're going to do is open the activity by clicking on New Session, selecting all remaining students as being part of this session, and selecting the activity from the drop-down menu. I'm selecting Phone Conversation. What we're going to do with the phone conversation is I'm going to select student number 1 to be the hotel receptionist, and students numbers 2 and 3 will need to call the hotel receptionist and try to book a room. Again, as I said, this is great for real-time type activities, and the students can go in and actually do something which is real to life, that's something that they may well do. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to click Session Call and just speak to the students and give them the instructions on what to do. The students themselves will use their user panels to call one another. So for example, if student number 3 is to call to the hotel receptionist, which is student number 1, the student number 3 will dial 0 and then 1. And they will be put directly into contact with student number 1, who's the hotel receptionist. If at the same time student number 2 wants to try and call in and tries to dial 01, they will be informed that this is busy because the hotel receptionist is already speaking with student number 3. Okay, now that the session's ready, what I'm going to do is click Start the activity. And right now what we can see is student number 3 has dialed to student number 1. If I want to listen to the activity, I can do so by clicking on the student and I can listen in. If I want to intervene and offer any advice, I can do so by clicking on the intercom button. Once I've given the advice and support, I click on the intercom button and that's completed, and then close. Right now, student number 3 and student number 1 have finished booking the room, and now it's student number 2's turn to get into touch with the hotel receptionist. And again, we can see now that student number 2 is in conversation with student number 1. Once the activity comes to an end, all I do is click on the End button, and that's finished the activity. Clicking the Exit Session, this exits the session.